Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Triple P, where we explore people, places, and palettes. I've decided to take a weekend trip to LLORET de Mar. And yes, while most people associate it with party, and more party, I think there's a lot more to see. Let me show you 10 things that you can't miss out on. Let's go. After reaching LLORET and checking into your hotel, why not grab a bite to eat before you start exploring? I highly recommend you Vela Mar, a place that truly amazed me with the quality of the food, the amazing service, beautiful interior design, and stunning views across the beach, especially from the terrace and second floor. I definitely want to give a shout out to the manager for being so lovely. Not only did she find me the perfect spot, but I loved how she was so attentive with all clients. Not surprised to see that this restaurant has got a 4.6 star rating online and close to 2,000 reviews. Now you can't come to LLORET and miss out on one of the most emblematic structures, El Castell de Plaja, which honestly at first glance I thought was a well-preserved medieval castle, but in actual fact was the private residence of Narcís Platja Martí from the 1930s, a Girona industrialist who decided to establish his summer residence here. You have two options when visiting, either doing the interactive virtual reality experience focused on the topic of climate change for €11, or you can just head up to the cafe bar on top, which has incredible views to take in. It's free as long as you buy a drink. Totally worth it. Next up is the Platja de Lloret, the longest and most famous beach here, stretching close to 2 kilometers long, where people come to enjoy water sports, sunbathe, have ice cream, and even jump around on the floating playgrounds. Since this place has been awarded a blue flag for its superior quality, it also means that it gets quite crowded in the summer especially. So if I were you, do it the local way and find yourself a Cala instead. Right behind the statue of the Donna Marinera, the fishing lady, you will find one called Cala Bunch, which is not just perfect to take a dip, but also has a secret bar hidden away amongst the palm trees, which I thought was a great find. It dates back to the 19th century, has beautiful views from different terrace levels, and people say the cocktails here are really delicious. Quick tip though, do bring some cash along with you as they don't accept card payments, and since it's in a more secluded spot, finding an ATM definitely won't be easy. Up next, a real hidden gem in LLORET, which was one of my personal favorites, the Santa Clotilde Gardens, a romantic Mediterranean masterpiece where classic Italian-style terraces, fountains, and mythological sculptures meet dramatic cliff-top sea views, an oasis of peace and beauty that you should definitely not miss. Not only was it declared a Catalan Cultural Heritage Site in 1994, but later went on to join the European roots of historic gardens. The ticket price was around €6.10 per person, and the opening times are between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. every day. Another place that really intrigued me is found in the heart of LLORET's old town, the Church of San Romá. Surprisingly to me, it had a striking resemblance to the colorful onion-domed churches of St. Petersburg, as they both feature bold, vibrant mosaics and intricate details that blend Gothic and Byzantine influences. It seems it played a vital role in protecting the inhabitants of LLORET de Mar from enemy attacks. Definitely worth a visit, and guess what? It's free too. Explore the narrow cobble streets of the old town, lined with whitewashed houses and traditional shops, reflecting the town's past as a fishing village. It is true that these days it's become very touristic, but you can still find some hidden gems, such as the historic Pastisseria Frigola, for example, selling Catalan pastries. Do some shopping, savor new cuisines, strike up conversations with the locals, enjoy coffee in the main square, and soak in all that this charming place has to offer. If you're someone like me that enjoys rooftops and sunset views, then a suggestion I have for you is the Sky Bar El Cielo, situated at the top of the Santa Rosa Hotel. Not only can you take a dip in the pool there while enjoying drinks, but if you fancy a game of billiards, they have a table there as well. I did also notice that nearly all the reviews on Google mention the amazing barman Eric, so in case he's still around, don't forget to have a good laugh with him. Seems to be a great bloke. Now, for those of you who are planning to stay a little longer on the Costa Brava and are feeling adventurous, you can also do the Cami de Ronda hike, which takes you along the coast, allowing you to really immerse yourself in the beauty of the region. One of the most famous routes leads you from LLORET de MAR to Tossa de Mar, which is honestly one of my favorite towns. I was there a while back with my best friend Kat, and we created a guide on the top things to eat, see, and do there. Do check it out if you're planning a visit. Another great day trip option is heading to Girona, which you might be familiar with if you've seen the TV series Game of Thrones. It's a fascinating medieval town with ancient city walls, narrow winding streets, Romanesque, Gothic, and Baroque buildings, one of the best preserved Jewish quarters in Europe dating back to the 12th century, and its cathedral is known for having the widest Gothic nave in the world. Check out my video on Girona for top tips on what to do there. Alright folks, that takes us to the end of the video. If you are going to be exploring the Costa Brava further, I have a lot more guides on this channel on great cities such as Sitges, Cadaqués, Girona, Tossa de Mar, and I'm actually going to be headed to Begur next week, so subscribe and stay tuned. See you guys on the next one.